What is up, my friends? How are you doing today? Hey, I want to thank you for coming to Adam's Music. Today, we are going to be learning about the difference between a strum and an arpeggio. What's the difference? Let's take a look. If we do a simple pattern in open chords, and you know what? Let's do this first. The word arpeggio, what does that mean? That's an Italian word. Arpeggio apparently means to play the harp, so it's derived from some version of harp. That actually makes sense because the harp is a bunch of single strings that someone typically plucks one string at a time. And that makes me think of arpeggio on guitar actually, because if we think of a strum, we have all the notes in the chord are usually strummed together. So if we do a simple open chord strum, it would be, right? Okay. Now, an arpeggio, we would not hit all the strings at one time because we're employing what's called a broken chord or a partial chord. We're just going to hit some of those notes in the chords to kind of accent what's going on with the strum. Or we could do it individually too, just like this. But if we combine those two techniques, like let's say you were in a band with two guitars and one guitarist was going to strum chords and one guitarist was going to arpeggiate chords. You can get a really nice texture with those two things. Or if you are a solo guitarist and you're doing an acoustic gig and you wanted to just thicken up your sound, you could use a looper pedal like this, and you could record one texture and then play live over that with the arpeggiating texture. So let's go ahead and try that. Those are the strums. Now I'm going to go to the arpeggio. If you notice, I wasn't plucking every note in that chord on the arpeggio. That's because we are doing, like I said, again, the broken or the partial chords. So you get little pieces of that chord that's going to work perfectly with that strummy chord underneath it. And we're going to get these combined textures to create a much fuller sound. Whether you were in a band with two guitars, or you could be doing one guitar strumming and a piano could doing the arpeggiating, or a harp, or whatever instrument you could be arpeggiating notes while the other one did more of a rhythmic strum or a pounding chords on a piano or a keyboard. So that is our explanation today of the difference between strumming and arpeggiating. So I just want to say thank you for coming back to Adam's Music. Make sure to give me a like, definitely subscribe. I got more lessons to come, and I don't want you to miss those. So you know what? Give me a comment. Let me know if there's something about music theory that you want to hear, and let me know what that is. And maybe it's learning how to get your first gig, or how to get more gigs, or how to make a little bit more money at a gig. Looking forward to hearing from you. Thank you, and we'll see you next time on Adam's Music.